start in Camtasia.
Cool.
All right. Before we do anything, let's do the Google Docs, right?
Okay.
Okay, so just since that's what you asked for, if you go into your West Coast time management,
Yes.
see this Google Doc right here.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Nice. Clicked on the screen. I gotta keep. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I saw that. I just didn't know how to update that.
Okay, it brings up. I'm going to show you something on it. I can't log out because if I log out, it'll screw me up. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone with this link can edit.
Got it.
Okay.
So I can just come in here.
You can just come in. In fact, I'm going to just watch and open that document on your end and try to type something.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. Oops. Did you hear that? Hold on.
It sounds like a jet plane. Are your fans sparked up or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm close to that. No, it was through my headset, so you wouldn't hear it actually. But hold on one moment. I have. I think copy.
Okay, you're anonymous hippo, so I know you're there.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. Whoa. Okay, so you just copied and pasted a bunch of stuff.
Correct. Is that not good?
Yeah, well, undo it a second. I want to show you something. Okay. What I would recommend, you see where it says introduction there?
Uh-huh.
Just put it there for now. So right where
I just copied the whole thing that I had. I took you sent me
No.
template at what point?
It wasn't actually a template. That was what I used for the meet and greet. But I want to show you. Paste it in and I'll show you.
The whole thing that I just pasted in there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. This show layout thing that you've got came from the document that was the meet and greet. And it's fine, but I'm going to show you another document. Just leave it where it is right now.
Okay.
I'm going to show you another document. So just bear with me, Trevor.
Sure.
And if it turns out that the screen size is pretty crappy, don't worry about it because I'm going to send you. This as a video.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So let's go to the one I did the best one on.
Oh, you want it like that? Okay.
Look, it's up to you, but it's more. It's really. You got to remember, I don't do these things the day of. I typically do these things a week out, and I just listed my questions. I explained to people how the story arc was going to go.
Okay.
So it was just so people stay on point.
Okay.
So you really need to tell people where we're going in the podcast. You can tell them at the beginning, just so that people. Let's just say you have 5 questions. And they answer them in the first paragraph. Where are you going to go? Do you know what I mean? You don't want people answering all your questions up front because you might have 20 minutes of dead air.
Right.
So what I generally do is I try and explain to people either we're going to have 2 parts, we're going to have 5 parts, follow my lead sort of thing. I mean, I don't always do this because I did 2 podcasts last week. There's only so much planning I can get done. And obviously, I tend to write out what it is I'm going to read. That's up to you whether or not you do that.
Right.
But the goal, obviously, is you keep the certain things consistent. You say, welcome to Sad Pod, where stay-at-home dads talk about their happy, sad lives. My name is X. Joining me on tonight's show are Y. Say hello, Ys. If you want to see bios, blah, 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 go to the website. Explain that. And that stays the same. And then you go into tonight's topic is, and you introduce the topic, and then you throw it off to somebody. That's the same for every single show.
Okay.
The body of it, though, is yours. That's where you get creative. That's where you decide the flow. You decide everything. That is your puppy. And that's the bulk of the show. And then obviously you finish it with, I'd like to thank my hosts. Thanks, fellas. Follow us.
Well, I can just reformat what I have then, because I think that's, if you looked at what I pasted there, that's pretty much following that same lines. It's just different format.
Well, I actually think I'm going to show you another document. Just bear with me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
right. This is the main page. I think I have to expand this. You should see the show format document right here. Oh, and this is the one I sent you, right? This is the one you filled out.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you've got exactly the same document, but this is the show format document, and this is for you. This is your document.
Got it.
Okay? This isn't the one that you share with other people. This is the
Okay.
one that you use to construct your show, and you'll follow during the show.
Got it.
The other one is just so when people come along, they know what goes on.
Right.
And again,
okay, cool.
I don't want to create too much work for you either, Trevor. So at the end of the day, mate, as long as you keep the format the same, and as long as you convey to the guests what it is you want to do, I'm cool, mate. I mean, this is not a totalitarian regime.
Right.
You're entitled to express yourself.
Cool.
Okay. Now, so you know where the documents are. You know, if you bring up this, you can simply edit it. And in fact, if we go back to it, you'll see it's edited.
Yep.
Okay. But, you know, whether or not you put the show in and things like this is more for saving it for later, because you've got to remember, I will also have to go back and upload it. And when I upload it, I'm going to have to put some metadata in it. So this is generally what I use to get my metadata.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Zencastr. That's the next thing you need, right?
Zencastr, correct.
Okay. Did you log into Zencastr with the password? And
I did. Yes, I'm in there now.
Okay. You're going to have to send me the link. You're going to have to say share. The first thing you're going to have to do is create a session, right?
Yes.
Okay. So create a session and make it SADPod 11 test.
Wait, I have to connect to a Dropbox.
Okay, I'm going to give you that too.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't do anything until I do that because it says almost there and then connect to your drive. Otherwise, I can click dashboard and it just takes me right back here.
That's okay. I'm going to send you it, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay, obviously it's SADPod.
Right.
And this is thing.
You guys' passwords crack me up.
They're auto-generated.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And we use KeyPass to distribute passwords. I mean, I wouldn't normally do this. I would normally set you up a KeyPass.
Okay.
And we will eventually set up a host's KeyPass. I just, you know, there's only so many hours in the day.
It's supposed to be an email.
Oh, you're right. It is. Beg your pardon.
That's okay.
Got it?
And there we go. Awesome. Okay.
So the first thing that you'll need to do is set up a project, right?
Okay. Create project.
Okay. And create that project and make it... Now, there should be something in there about WAV files.
Yes.
Okay.
Recording is off is what it says right now.
Okay. For now, let's not turn the WAV files on. The reason we're not going to turn them on is because that Dropbox doesn't have a lot of space.
Okay.
Okay. And I have a feeling that 2 gigabytes is probably not enough for a show. It might be, but if you've got 5 people, I'm estimating that you really need probably closer to 4 gigabytes. Okay. So let's just keep it on MP3 for now, which kind of sucks, but we'll keep it on MP3 and create a new session. Just call it.
I called it test.
If you keep it to SADPod 11 or something that's unique to you, because everybody should be using this. Yeah.
I'm just calling this one test though. Still, stay-at-home dad. Okay,
that's cool. Whatever. We're gonna delete it anyway. But when it comes to the show, be sure that you call it SADPod 11.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because what I'll do is when it comes to editing, I'm going to go in the back end and I need to get the files. You could send them to me by the Dropbox, but what's the point? I could just log in and download them myself.
Right. Right.
All right. And it's going to ask me for my name. Okay. And my microphone's all set up correctly. Now, on your end, it should say VoIP or not VoIP.
Yes.
Turn off the VoIP.
Turned off.
Okay. The reason that you turned off the VoIP is because you're using Google Hangouts. In the future,
Oh, right.
it's our intention to do everything through. It's our intention to do everything through Zencaster, but right now it's not ready for prime time. Their VoIP. I have too many problems with it, and I don't want to mess with it. So let's keep it as it is. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to say this all into the mic because it's all going to come through on an MP4, and you can listen to it at your leisure. Remember, the first thing that you do, you send them the Zencaster link that can appear in here in the show page. You can send that to them at any time.
Okay, cool.
Because it's a constant link. It'll never change. But I would advise people that when you do it, don't come in until a half an hour beforehand, because you don't want people coming in and talking and chatting when you're trying to plan. Okay?
Right.
So just tell them it's out there. Please don't arrive before half an hour.
Got it.
Okay? So they'll arrive into Zencaster. But obviously, but the way you control what they can say and who they can say it to is by sending them the Google Hangouts link. So the thing is, you can define when you want to send them the Google Hangouts link. I think in that document that's on the front page, let's go back to it. And again, this is just what I do. What you end up doing is up to you, because self-expression is the key. So, generally half an hour before I'll post the Zencaster, and about 10 minutes before I'll post the Google Hangouts link.
Got it.
The reason that I do that is because the Google Hangouts link is dynamic. It'll change. So you want them to have the same Google Hangouts link, and you don't want them, you don't want to have to keep resetting that.
Of course.
Okay, and once they've done the Google Hangouts link, which is this, get them to go up and set it onto the original version and whatever. I don't think we really use it for that purpose anymore, but I do it just as a matter of course, just in case we need to use the chat function.
Okay.
Also, make sure they go through and they set their correct speakers and things.
Right.
Okay. And also make sure when we go back into Zencaster, they do exactly the same here.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So don't forget to turn it off VoIP, and don't forget to make sure that everybody has the right microphone, because otherwise you're going to have hell on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just assume that you've done that. You've set your Google Hangouts link. Everybody's come in. All of their names are appearing here. Just get them to talk for a few minutes beforehand, but make sure that you press record pretty much from the moment everybody's there.
Okay.
And what we will do is we'll consider that the pre-show, and you can, even when you finish the show, let it run until everybody's ready to leave, and we'll consider that the post-show. And we will post that in SoundCloud. We're not going to post that obviously on the website, but you never know. Some people are gold after the fact.
Right.
I'm not sure that we'll ever use it, but it's kind of funny to keep, and it's funny for them to listen to. So just keep on recording, let them say their piece, and then when everybody's ready to go, you can shut it down. Now, remember though, when you, just like we had yesterday, when it comes to shutdown and you say, I'm going to stop, tell everybody to hang around a few minutes and wait till their stuff is uploaded properly. Okay, because the thing is, if they don't hang around, that's when you have errors. It's less of a problem with the MP3s, but it is a huge problem with the WAVs. Okay. So you do your show. You know how everybody raises their hand. I've raised my hand. I put it down. You know how to ask the questions. You can direct people through this window by chatting, but of course, remember the tippity type on the keyboard will create noise. And with you having your mic actually on your desktop, it's more than likely that vibration is going to transfer to it. Right. Okay, so you know how to set it up. You know how to bring everybody in. You know that they all have to have their waveforms working. You know that... actually, press record.
Record. We're recording.
Okay, good. The reason that I wanted to do that is just so that you can see how is there a blue line that goes left and right?
Well, yeah, underneath our names when we're talking.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't see that on my end, but you see it on yours. Okay. And
wait, but on previous ones, I've seen that. You mean in the name box?
Oh, maybe I don't see it because of the settings on my Zencaster. I don't know. But because I'm not actually logged in either.
Okay.
I actually
Well,
think
I'm
it's,
never logged in either.
yeah, I know. I just, when I said that, I thought how stupid it was. No, actually, what I think it is because I have some ad blocking and stuff like that, and I think that's what's killing it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But okay, you should see now. Obviously, my name is coming through. Your name is coming through.
Right.
Right, I'm just going to go silent for little bit, just, and you can
Okay.
talk for a second.
Okay, cool. I have all kinds of stuff going on. No, I was just looking again for that first document. I have so the show format is what I pasted into that other for the Stay at Home Podcast 11. Although that's not the correct one. So
I hate to use the word correct because it makes it sound like it's a school assignment. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, that's not the one I want to be, the layout I wanted to be looking at.
Yeah. Go back and look at the previous events, and I'm going to bring them up again because the best one, the one that's most complete. I mean, people seem to forget that. I mean, I goof off and do this, and while individually it's not a lot of time, collectively it works out to be quite a lot of time. So
Yeah, right.
I hope people do appreciate it, but
well, yeah,
see, and this is hobbies. Again, talk about the arc. Somebody's edited this. I don't know who, but and it's got the questions in there. But it really doesn't have to be any more than this. And you can write, the bits that you want to keep in your intro, but don't go too crazy.
Well, no, I'm just going to copy that and then do the reformat that. Yeah, it's fine.
Actually, this has been changed. Somebody must have changed it.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to borrow it.
Anonymous Sheep was just here.
Anonymous Sheep?
Yeah, these are two people that are actually on this page right now. You're probably one.
Oh, I'm probably one, yes.
But who's the other? Interesting. I tried to keep this link that anybody could change it because I generally keep a copy anyway. But it's obviously quite dangerous if somebody gets a hold of it. They could write, you suck on it for all I know.
Right.
Okay, right. But anyway, that was SadPod 10. And generally, what I'll do is I'll make an individual one for everything. So, right. If you change it, it's not like it's going to affect somebody in the future.
Okay.
They should remain and they should stay there.
Okay.
Okay, and we're recording this, so you've done that side of it. Is there anything else that you think you need? I'll get a kidtro, obviously. Make sure that you make a kidtro.
Yeah, I actually had him do ours as well, but I don't think I included the date either. So
okay, I'm just going to show you when we do it. Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, this is the one that I had. The only problem is it doesn't have the recorded January 1st on it.
Right.
So,
okay.
So remember when you recorded it, have them say, have your kitty say, SadPod episode, right. The name of the episode, recorded, and when it was recorded.
Got it.
I mean, you don't. The only thing I really care is SadPod episode and recorded. I don't care about the rest. But some of the kids are older, and it just gives them something more to do, really.
Yeah.
I mean, totally. I know some of the kids have a bit fun with it. I know Maddie's little girl was kind of, oh my God, you're asking me to do this again?
But yeah, well, I want my son really loves it because that's what I'm doing. So he wants to copy me and do what I do, right? So I know he loves to do it. He's totally down with it. So
yeah, Keith's kitty was the same. Keith's kid was really down with it as well. I don't know about Craig's, but I would like eventually to have the bit or have the kidtro beforehand, so I could say, and that kidtro was supplied by.
Right.
Because now I have to add them in post, and I'm not gonna do that in post, because that would require me recording again.
Right.
So I just screw it. This is the way it is.
All right. I'm going back to look for that in our chat. How far back was that? I know I just saw it on yours, but
why don't you just copy it again for you? Oh, no, hang on. We don't even need to do that. Okay, just a minute. This is the front page, right? You can see my screen still pretty well?
Yep.
Okay, if you go to the doc.
Oh, yeah, right.
Child intro.
I have it right here in front of me. Yep, I got it.
Okay, I tried to keep this as complete as I possibly could.
Yep.
Obviously, it's you're always going to come across things that I'll remember later, and unless I update it or edit it, it's
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. I think that's it then. I think
Yeah, I think you're probably good to go. You're all set. I mean,
okay, I'm going to stop this though and just make sure this all records and
stop Zencaster, correct?
Yep. Make sure it all goes up and everything's set. Your MP3 uploaded successfully.
Okay, I'm going
to. Looks like yours did as well.
It did. It says that it's done. So I'm going to. It's not asking me to download it.
Yeah, mine didn't ask to download it as well.
I don't know. Maybe they've got a different system now. I mean, they're constantly updating Zencaster. I've been in touch with the guy. Anyway.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, I have to actually run, but I will update this documentation, and I think I'm good. If I have any other questions, I'll definitely touch base.
Okay, and I'll send you the MP4. If you have any questions other than that, let me know.